Good morning, children. After understanding the lives of the earliest people, that is about hunter gatherers, let's move to the third chapter from gathering to growing food. In this chapter, we'll see how, after leading a nomadic life for thousands of years, how humans began to settle down to live in one place, which was this process was started about 10,000 years ago. It is in the New Stone Age. See, children, in the earlier chapter we have talked about Paleolithic and Mesolithic Age, and in this chapter we are going to read about New Stone Age, that is Neolithic Age. So there were many new developments took place during this time, and the life of the early human has totally changed. So before we start with the chapter, let's see what contents we are going to cover in this chapter. First of all, we'll discuss about humans produce varieties of food, then a new way of life, the beginning of farming and herding, domestication definition, storing grains and animals when they were in surplus. Then we'll also read in this chapter regarding how the first farmers and herders, we come to know about them. Then what new changes were there in the settled life, like pet houses were there, invention of wheel was there, pottery was there, tools were there, different tools as compared to the Paleolithic and Mesolithic period. Other customs and practices which were followed by people in the Neolithic period. Then we'll also discuss about tribes, who was the head of the tribe, and about their daily life, as well as what is the wealth of the tribal people. Then we'll also discuss about earlier and later levels that are discussed by the archaeologists. Then we'll also have a closer look on the important site, Neolithic site, Mehrgarh, as well as Daojali heading. We'll also discuss other sites in the other part of the world, especially attention is given on the Turkey. So let's start with the chapter then. Now, first of all, humans produce varieties of food. So, all of a sudden, they must have come to know about this idea that they can grow the food. So maybe sometimes seeds were thrown away carelessly, and they have sprouted, means sprout हो गए means उग जाना था, अचानक उन्होंने कहीं फेंक किया और वो उग गए. So they came to know that there is a link between seed and plants. तो उन्होंने seeds को संभाल के रखना शुरू कर दिया. तो first cereal that was grown by Neolithic people were wheat and barley. कैसे पता चलता है? क्योंकि they have got some sickles in the Neolithic sites which might have been used to harvest crops. From here, the story of food gatherers changes to food producers. These are the few pictures of wheat. Here is the barley. And this is a sickle that was found in Neolithic period. See, but it is a wooden sickle. Okay, that's made of wood, and here the stones are there. See, these are the stones. So this is of the Neolithic period. Now, during these time, we can see such type of sickles. Okay, such type of sickles we used to see. Now, how they have started producing food and settled at one place. There's a picture of that I've given you. Now, a new way of life means they have changed, their life was changed. What was their new way of life? See, children, they have come to know that seeds which were thrown by chance and the plants have grown there. Now they have come to know that seeds which are planted, they took many days, months and years to grow. Okay. Then when people begin to grow plants, what they have to do? They have to stay at the same place for a long time. बहुत लंबे समय तक उनको उसी जगह पे रहना पड़ा. क्यों रहना पड़ा? Why? Because for watering, for weeding होती बेटा जो unwanted plants होते हैं हमारी crop में उगाते हैं, to remove them is known as weeding. Then animals and birds को भगाना. ठीक है, कब तक करते रहते हैं वो ये सब काम? Till the grain ripened, जब तक वो पक नहीं जाते grain. Now when they are ripened, they are harvested. They have sufficient amount of grains because they need it to the next season also, because they have come to know about the relation between seed and a crop. Okay, now what they used to do, they used to store it for food as well as for seed also. Okay. Then these are the picture how they have to stay at one place and look after the plants. Now, how the beginning of farming and herding take place. So children, we have known in the earlier chapter also that climate changes were there. Okay, climate were changing, little bit warmth, and many of the grasses were growing. Okay, because of grasses, there were many herbivorous animals are also there. Okay, now because agriculture, beginning of agriculture, cultivation begin. Okay, now they have to stay at one place. So what they have started doing, they have started making mud houses near the fields. Now they protect the crops from birds and animals. Okay, so till the seeds ripen, thus they became farmers. Now because of these reasons they became farmers. Now second thing what they used to do is they also tame animals who were gentle. How they come to know about gentle animals? Because when they were hunter gatherers, they have come to know about the animals which were gentle and which were wild. They have also attracted many animals which they feel gentle by keeping the food in front of their shelters. Okay, then thus they became herders. Now they have started keeping the animals, so they became the herders also. Now they have also started, what other changes were there in this period, Neolithic period? See, one is because of climatic changes, they became farmers. Okay. Then they also became herders by keeping the gentle animals with them. Now third thing they have done is they have started making good quality of tools and weapons. They were fine and finished as compared to the Paleolithic and Mesolithic period. Okay, so this is how the beginning of farming and herding take place. This is the farming is going on. Okay, these are the few sites, you can read it out, where the grain and bones have been found by the archaeologists, and they have come to know that in this period there were changes. That was the Neolithic period. So this is the map. You can see the Neolithic sites which are square. The tag is given the square. You can see it here. I have given you. Here is the square. This is a Neolithic site. Here the square they have given. I'll show you once again. Okay. So this is the square they have given. It is a Neolithic site. So you can check where are the squares in this. See here it is in Karnataka. Square is there. Maski Karnataka here also. Okay. And there is one more Chirand in Bihar. Here Daojali heading in Assam. Then Mehrgarh in Pakistan. Burzahom in Jammu and Kashmir. Here it is. Gufkral is in Jammu and Kashmir. So all these are having a square shape. आप देखिए brown color का square shape दे, तो these all are Neolithic sites. You are all these sites have to be marked on your political map of India, and you will paste it in your notebooks. Okay, the next is domestication. Because they have become herders. Herders कैसे बने? Because they have started domesticating animals. Let's see the definition of domestication. Because domestication is a gradual process. ठीक है, एकदम से नहीं हुई, थोड़ा थोड़ा सा करके हुआ. In many parts of the world about 12,000 years ago. कब शुरू हो गया था? 12,000 years back. So all जितने भी plants and animals that were produced, जो भी हम आज के टाइम में यूज़ कर रहे हैं एज अ फूड, वॉट इज़ द रिजल्ट? दिस इज़ द रिजल्ट ऑफ डोमेस्टिकेशन. जो पहले कभी डोमेस्टिकेशन हुई, जो आज के टाइम में हम एनिमल प्रोड्यूस ले रहे हैं या प्लांट्स ले रहे हैं, सो वो हम दैट इज़ जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ डोमेस्टिकेशन. नाउ व्हाट इज़ डोमेस्टिकेशन? डोमेस्टिकेशन इज़ द प्रोसेस इन विच पीपल ग्रो प्लांट्स एंड लुक आफ्टर एनिमल्स. प्लांट्स भी ग्रो करते थे, एनिमल्स की तरफ भी ध्यान देते थे. ठीक है. So because they have come to know that domesticated plants and animals were different from the wild plants and animals. because Neolithic people selected edible plants and gentle. Edible बेटा जो खाने योग्य plants होते हैं, क्योंकि because when they were hunter gatherers, they follow the animals also. They come to know about the nature of the animals, which are good and which are not good. Same way they have come to know about the plants also, which they can eat and which they cannot eat. So which were edible, which are not edible. Okay, now these are the few pictures again. The domesticating, this is plantation is taking place. This is domestication, okay, done by these people. Now the second is human domesticate animals thus became herders. क्योंकि उन्होंने domesticate करने शुरू कर दिए थे animals को, इसलिए वो herders बन चुके थे. So they have started domesticating animals, okay. Now here it is, domesticated animals. नाउ फर्स्ट एनिमल जो टेम किया गया था वो था डॉग, इन वाइल्ड एंसेस्टर ऑफ डॉग, ठीक है. अदर डोमेस्टिकेटेड एनिमल्स थे शीप एंड गोट, लाइक बार्ले और वीट देखे तो पहले जो प्लांट्स थे उन्होंने ग्रो किए थे. शीप एंड गोट आर सीन दैट दे हैव, दीज आर द फर्स्ट डोमेस्टिकेटेड एनिमल्स which gave them which gave them wool also as well as milk also. So then cattle was there, then pig, horse, donkey. Pig तो it could be for meat, and horse and donkey was for carrying the burden also. ठीक है. So all these most of the animals they were kept with them. They were grass eating. ठीक है. Herbivores थे वो. ठीक है. तो वो these people, Neolithic people, they protect these animals from the wild animals also, thus became herders. Okay, so I have told you about the meat also. I have told you about means they were meat eating animals. Is niche it is given. Now let's move to the next. Here is the domesticated animals. Take a horse is there, donkey is there, sheep is there. Okay, pig is also there, cow is also there. Okay, dog is also there, and hen is also there. So these are the animals that was domesticated by them. Now because when they have started growing grains as well as more and more animals were there, they started storing them also. Because then when they have come to know about that grains, there was a link between seed and a plant. For the next season they have started keeping the grains to as a food also. Why they were using them? For the food as well as for seeds also. ठीक है. So they, for this storing of these things, this what they did, they make large clay pots and woven baskets, dug pits also in the ground. Similarly for animals, because they animals multiply naturally, ज़्यादा बढ़ जाते हैं अपने आप ही, ठीक है, ब्रीडिंग सीजन से. So they were also reared for food, because दोनों food भी देते थे और meat भी, दोनों चीज़ें देते थे उनको, these animals. So they were also stored. Let's see some pictures. So these are the pit houses, pits in the grounds storing the food. This is a woven basket. This is a pots. They used to keep all these things there also. So this is animal storing. They used to store the animals also. Now finding out about the first farmers and herders. हमें कैसे पता चला कि first farmers and herders they were in the Neolithic period? This we have come to know from the archaeologists, because archaeologists have got many evidences होते बेटा सबूत of plants and animal bones, जो हमें बताते हैं कि अर्ली फार्मर्स और हर्डर्स जो थे वो हमारे सब कॉन्टिनेंट में एग्जिस्ट करते थे, वो यहाँ पे हुआ करते थे. ठीक है. उन्होंने आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट ने ये भी आइडेंटिफाई करा, मीन्स ये भी पहचाना कि बोन्स ऑफ डिफरेंट एनिमल्स आर आल्सो देयर. सो मोस्ट एक्साइटिंग फाइंड्स जो थी दैट इंक्लूड्स दैट दे हैव गॉट चर्ड ग्रेन्स. चर्ड ग्रेन्स होते बेटा जले हुए ग्रेन्स. मे बी सम टाइम देयर बिकॉज या तो हो सकता है कि सम बिजली गिरने से हो सकती है कि वो ग्रेन जल गए हों, या बिकॉज ऑफ सम फायर, अचानक किसी ने फायर लग गई हो, ठीक है, तब हो गए हों, या किसी ने जानबूझ के भी अपने दे हैव मस्ट हैव यूज्ड इट, ख़राब हो गए हों या एक्स्ट्रा हों तो उन्होंने चर्ड कर दिया उनको. सो दे हैव फाउंड द चर्ड ग्रेन्स के जो सीड्स हैं, वीट, बार्ले, इस तरह की, या लेंटिल्स होती हैं बेटा दालें, ये सारी उनको बुर्ज़ोहम जगह है एक, ठीक है, आर्कियोलॉजिकल साइट है, नियोलिथिक साइट भी है जम्मू कश्मीर में. मेहरगढ़ भी एक साइट है, आई हैव शोन यू इन द पिक्चर्स ऑल्सो, मैप ऑल्सो. सो यहाँ पे ये सारी चीज़ें उनको मिली हैं. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज दीज आर द आर्कियोलॉजिकल साइट्स ऑफ बुरज़ाहम. ठीक है, सब छोटे छोटे बोन्स मिली हैं. दे कुड आइडेंटिफाई दीज बोन्स and these are the skulls of the animals. So these are churred grains, and this is barley, and this is wheat. So this type of ये बुरज़ाहम साइट से मिली है, as well as मेहरगढ़ से भी मिली. So now towards a settled life, what changes can we see of the Neolithic people? How they were different from Paleolithic people as well as Mesolithic people. So because archaeologists have covered many pit houses. ठीक है, पिट हाउसेस मिले हैं आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट को कुछ साइट्स में, और बुरज़ाहम से दे हैव गिवन पिट हाउसेस मिली हैं. एंड व्हाट टाइप ऑफ दीज वर पिट हाउसेस? दे वर डग डीप इनटू द ग्राउंड विद स्टेप्स. ठीक है, ग्राउंड के बीच में गहरी हैं. आई विल शो यू द पिक्चर नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में. तो स्टेप्स नीचे जाती हैं, और ये it is believed that these pit houses must have provided shelter in the cold weather as well as in summers also. जब ज़्यादा गर्मी हो तो they can move into the pit houses. क्योंकि how they have come to know about that these people were living there? Because cooking hearth has been found both inside and outside the huts. ठीक है, सारी जगह मिली है. ठीक है, तो इससे पता चलता है कि कुकिंग इनसाइड भी हो सकती है. ठीक है, और आउटसाइड द पिट हाउसेस किस तरह का वेदर था उसके अकॉर्डिंग दे यूज टू यूज दिस पिट हाउसेस. नाउ दीज आर द पिक्चर्स पिट हाउस की. देखिए नीचे से इट इज़ ब्रॉडर एंड इट इज़ नैरोअर फ्रॉम द अपर साइड. ऊपर से छोटा है और नीचे से बड़ा है. Then is the picture of, this is again pit house. They have dug, the archaeologists have dug in the ground. Okay, these are pit houses. Now, invention of wheel was an important invention which has changed the life of Neolithic people. See, maybe it is believed that maybe some log of the stone was rolling downwards. तो उनको ये आइडिया आ गया है कि कोई लॉग होता बेटा एक कोई टुकड़ा लकड़ी का. ठीक है, तो व्हील चेंज द लाइफ इन मैनी वेज. विद दे कैन मूव फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर इन फास्टर देन बिफोर. They can move heavy objects more easily. They have improved pottery making. How they have improved pottery making? Because potter's wheel was used for making pots. जिससे जो है pottery बहुत जल्दी से बनती थी. ठीक है, so these are the wheel जिसकी वजह से changes हुए हैं उनकी लाइफ में of Neolithic people. This is the wheel of cart, of wooden wheel. So this is how the woman is making, because earlier pottery was making with the hand only. ठीक है, now changes were there. Now they have started using potter's wheel. This is called beta potter's wheel. ये जो घुमा रहे हैं जिसको potter's wheel बोलते हैं, इसमें different varieties of pots they could have made, और जल्दी बहुत quickly they could have made as compared to by making with the hands. Now let's talk about the pottery. We have come to know about the potter's wheel. तो pottery किस तरह की बनाते थे? They used to make it with the earthen pots. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये all these things have been found by the archaeologists in the evidences when they have started excavating the ground. तो these pottery was glazed होती, चमक रही थी, decorated थी. Okay, and they have also used for storing cereals and cooking food. Like grains like rice, wheat, lentils, they were also important part of their diet. Now earlier I have shown you the picture also. Pottery was made with a hand and then baked in the fire. उसके बाद जब potter wheel आया तो different shapes and sizes के much lesser time में they could have started making pottery. Now potter's wheel देख चुके हैं आप. Okay, you have seen that how the woman was making the pot with the hands. Now let's see the Neolithic period की pottery कैसी थी. It's like this. Okay, this is decorated one, glazed one, चमक रही है. Now let's talk about the tools also. They were made of stone. Tool किस किस के बने हुए थे बेटा? Stone के, bones के, horns of animals. ठीक है, तो stone tools जो हैं वो ज़्यादा मिले हैं. जैसे hand axes मिले हैं, scrapers मिले हैं, borers मिले हैं, cleavers मिले हैं. ठीक है, ये सारे पॉलिश थे because the fine quality was there in the Neolithic period. और बोन टूल्स के ज़्यादातर किन क्या मिले, हार्पून्स फॉर फिशिंग, फिशिंग करने के लिए हार्पून्स की जो बनाई जाती हैं. आई शो यू द पिक्चर ऑल्सो. सो दिस इज़ द हार्पून, हेयर इट इज़ हार्पून्स फॉर फिशिंग. नीडल्स बनाते थे स्विंग करने के लिए, ये देखिए नीडल्स भी बनी है बोन्स की. एरो हेड्स मीन्स तीर बनाते थे. स्पीयर हेड्स मीन्स भालों के ऊपर जो तीखापन लाते थे, वो तीखा बनाते थे, वो बोन्स का होता था लगा हुआ. डैगर्स, ठीक है. और किसके लिए यूज़ करते थे ये सब चीज़ों को, हंटिंग के लिए. तो जो ये जो टूल्स थे अर्ली पैलेलिथिक टूल से डिफरेंट थे, इसलिए इनको नियोलिथिक टूल्स बोलते थे. और इनको मोटर्स और पेसल्स भी मिले हैं जो ग्राइंड करने के लिए यूज़ की जाती थी अदर प्लांट प्रोड्यूस को. तो ये भी इन जगहों से मिली हैं. लेट्स सी few pictures of tools. Here are the Neolithic tools. See, different types of tools are there. You can make a pause here and you carry on with this, carry on looking at these pictures. Here this is the to grinding the things I've told you. They are grinders. They are using these stones. Okay. Then is there again spears are there. So देखिए ऊपर से spears, arrowheads. ये these are the arrowheads. Spears भी हैं जो तिक्के तिक्के होते हैं ऊपर से. So they are also there pictures. Then this is fishing harpoons. इनको fishing के लिए करने के लिए यूज़ करते थे fishing harpoons. Then these are again mortar and pestle. So ये है आपका मोटर हो गया, ये होगी आपकी पेसल, जिसे आप मोस्टली बोलते हैं, अपने घर में भी होते हैं ना आजकल. ओके. देन लेट्स टॉक अबाउट, बिकॉज व्हेन दे हैव स्टार्टेड स्टेइंग एट वन प्लेस एंड दे हैव स्टार्टेड लिविंग इन ग्रुप्स, नाउ व्हाट, ऑब्वियसली दे हैव सम रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस टू फॉलो अप. सो ऑल दीज रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन बिकम्स देयर कस्टम्स एंड प्रैक्टिसेस. ठीक है. तो दीज थिंग्स, कस्टम्स एंड प्रैक्टिसेस कैन नॉट टेल अस, archaeologists cannot tell us about these custom and practices. Scholars have told about this क्योंकि उन्होंने स्टडी किया है about the lives of present farmers as well as the life of the early herders. तो दोनों के कंपैरिजन करके उनको पता चला कि किस तरह के कस्टम्स वो प्रैक्टिसेस को फॉलो करते थे. वो they have told us that they used to live in the groups called tribes, or because they were living in the tribes they have to follow certain rules and regulation, custom and practices. So जो tribes थी, दे हैव वेरी रिच एंड यूनिक कल्चर ट्रेडिशंस. उनके जो ट्रेडिशंस थे बहुत ही अच्छे होते थे, रिच होते थे और यूनिक अलग होते थे बिल्कुल. उनकी खुद की लैंग्वेज होती थी, म्यूज़िक, स्टोरीज भी खुद की अलग होती थी उनके एरियाज़ की, पेंटिंग्स अलग करते थे, और अपने गॉड एंड गॉडेसेस की जो पूजा करते थे वो भी दे वर ऑल्सो डिफरेंट. सो दीज आर द पिक्चर्स हाउ दे हैव स्टार्टेड लिविंग इन अ कम्युनिटी इन द ट्राइब्स. ओके. दे हैव टू फॉलो सम customs and practices also. So कौन से custom and practices, let's see in the next slide also. So these are again, they are in the living in the groups. They are, see in this picture, they are making also something. See in this picture also, some are carrying these woods for setting fire. See, somebody is cooking. Okay. So somebody is going for herding these animals. इनको pasture lands में लेके जाते थे. कुछ देखिए ये कुछ pit houses में भर रहे हैं, throwing something to eat for the animals maybe. Okay, so these different things have been found. So because this is the customs and practices, means they are, every group of person, they had their own वर्क टू डू. उनका खुद का सबको अलग अलग काम करने का दिया था. सो लेट्स सी, अर्ली ह्यूमन्स लिव्ड इन स्मॉल ग्रुप्स. ठीक है, छोटे छोटे ग्रुप्स में रहते थे. ईच ग्रुप हैड अ लीडर होता था उनका. और ये लीडर कौन हो सकते थे? दिट कुड बी प्रीस्ट ऑल्सो, ही कुड बी अ एल्डेस्ट पर्सन इन द फैमिली और द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट पर्सन इन द फैमिली. ही वॉज मेड अ ग्रुप लीडर. ठीक है. एंड every group has a specific task. I have told you in the pictures also, somebody looks after animals, somebody cultivate the fields, and somebody make tools, somebody make pots. Okay. So small children, they used to look after the flocks of the animals. Okay. Then let's see, head of the tribal family. Okay, what is the wealth of these tribal people? See children, their only wealth these people were having, the land, a forest, grasslands, water, all this was their wealth. यही उनकी पूंजी हुआ करती थी. So all these things were shared and used by everybody together. इकट्ठे मिलकर इन चीज़ों को यूज़ करते थे. There was no difference between the rich as well as in the poor in the tribes. ठीक है, यही उनकी wealth होती थी. So all this I have given you the picture. चाहे forest है, चाहे water है, ठीक है, land is there, ठीक है. All this was regarded as the wealth of the tribal people. Not earlier and later levels. See, beta, in archaeologists they have given us while excavation. Suppose they have dug some site. So how do they come to know that which is the earlier and which is the later? I'll show you the picture first. Chalo, first of all, let me read it out. Suppose people first start living on a flat land, layer 4. So here is the layer 4. So कहते हैं कि सबसे पहले फ्लैट लैंड थी 4. ये ऊपर का माउंट नहीं था उसमें. यहाँ पे रहना शुरू उन्होंने किया. ओके. Then over the years the surface was gradually rise. तो वो थोड़ा सा देखा आपने, मैंने अभी पिक्चर दिखाई थी, उसमें लेवल अप होता जा रहा है 3, 2, 1. बिकॉज पीपल डिस्कार्ड द वेस्ट मटेरियल. जो वेस्ट मटेरियल है उसको ऐसे ही रहने देते हैं और उसको इट स्टे लाइक दैट ओनली, और रीबिल्ड कर देते हैं हाउसेज उसी वेस्ट के ऊपर. ठीक है. आफ्टर 100 of years व्हाट यू विल सी दैट देयर इज अ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ माउंट. वहाँ पे एक बहुत ही बड़ा टीला सा बन जाता है, ऊंचाई सी चीज़ जगह बन जाती है. अब जब आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट इस माउंड को डग करते हैं, खोदते हैं, व्हाट दे फाउंड, जो अपर लेयर होती है माउंड की वो उसको क्या बोलेंगे, इट इज़ अ लेटर टाइम. और जो लोअर लेयर होएगी माउंट की इट विल बी कॉल्ड एज अ अपर, एज अ अर्लियर लेवल. अपर को क्या बोलेंगे, अर्लियर लेवल. और बाकी अपर एंड द लोअर लेवल्स आर ऑफन रेफर्ड एज लेवल्स. तो उन्होंने बताया कि अपर लेवल और लोअर लेवल को ही आपको लेवल्स बोला जाता है. सो आई विल शो यू द पिक्चर अगेन कि उन्होंने यहाँ पे रहने शुरू किया. ठीक है, यहाँ पे ख़राब हुआ सब कुछ, उन्होंने फिर इसी के ऊपर थर्ड लेयर पे रहना शुरू कर दिया, उसी के ऊपर बिल्ड करके. फिर ये भी ख़राब हो गया, देन दे स्टार्टेड स्टेइंग ऑन द सेकंड. फिर ये भी ख़राब हो गया, देन दे स्टार्टेड स्टेइंग एट 1 और दे स्टार्टेड लिविंग. तो एक माउंट सा बन गया, एक टीला टाइप्स बन गया. तो जो नीचे का है, जो सबसे 4th लेवल है, क्योंकि सबसे पहले तो आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट दे विल डिग फर्स्ट वन, तो ये लेटर लेवल आएगा. ठीक है, ऑल दीज आर लेवल्स. और ये जो 4th लेवल आएगा दैट विल बी देयर अर्लियर लेवल. सो गॉट इट, how the archaeologists come to know which is the earlier level and which is the later level. Now let's talk about the closer look of Mehrgarh. Mehrgarh is an important Neolithic site which is located in Pakistan. Okay, at present it is in the Pakistan. It is a fertile plain which is near the Bolan Pass, and it is the most important routes to the Iran. So earliest farming and pastoral settlements of Indian subcontinent, okay, they are found here. Okay, the archaeologists have also come to know about that first crops were grown here, animals were also tamed here, like crops were wheat and barley we are talking about, and animals like cattle was there, as well as sheep, goats. Okay, because bones of all these animals have been found on this site. And they have also got the evidences of settlement near about 7000 BC. Okay, now you can say it near about 9000 years back. Another things which were found here were charred grains, bones of animals, remains of square or rectangular houses were also there. See the children, what type of houses were here? They were square. Okay, square and rectangular houses. Okay, so these houses, it is believed that these houses might have been made, because every house has got 4 or more compartments. Okay, 4 or more compartments were there, and these 4 or more, which are extra compartments, must be made for the storage of the things. Okay, because existence of pottery is not found very much here in this Mehrgarh. Archaeologists have not found any pottery here, so maybe these compartments were used as a storage of the foods. And the burial site shows that people believe in the life after death. Okay, and life after that means why how they come to know about it, because they in some of the figures they have got few objects kept along with them, like stone axes were there, ornaments were there, ठीक है, limestones were there, okay, sandstones were there, ठीक है, all these such things were there in the figures, with the figures of the animals as well as women's also. Okay, so let's move to the picture. This is the Mehrgarh. Okay, you will locate the Mehrgarh on the map of India. It's in Pakistan. Then let's talk about the next topic, that is your Daojali heading. This is another important site where the archaeologists have found. This is also a Neolithic site, and the archaeologists have found the excavation, the things which are related to the Neolithic period. So first of all, let me tell you that this Neolithic site is on the hills, and it is near the Brahmaputra Valley in Assam only. That is in, but it is in India only, and this site is very close to the routes that are leading to China and Myanmar. Okay, जो रास्ते जो हैं चाइना और म्यांमार को जाते हैं, उसके बिल्कुल पास में ये दाओजैली हेडिंग वहाँ पे उस रूट में पड़ता है. और what archaeologists have found after digging the earth, they found many polished tools, स्टोन टूल्स मिले हैं उनको, सेरेमिक पॉट्स मिले हैं दाओजैली हेडिंग. जैसे मेहरगढ़ में तो कोई पॉट्स नहीं मिले, पॉटरी नहीं मिली है. किचन आइटम्स मिले हैं उनको यहाँ से, कॉर्न ग्राइंडर्स, ठीक है, मोटर्स एंड पेसल्स, ठीक है, मूसली जिसको कूटने के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है, ग्राइंड करने के लिए, इस तरह की चीज़ें यहाँ से दे हैव गॉट द फ्रॉम द आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट दिस साइट, सॉरी. देन ऑल दिस एविडेंसेस शोज दैट जो लोग थे दे वर ग्रोइंग एज वेल एज स्टोरिंग ग्रेन्स एंड प्रिपेयरिंग फूड ऑल्सो. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से ये हमें सब चीज़ें दाओजैली हेडिंग के बारे में पता चली हैं. तो एंड नेक्स्ट इज देयर, this is their picture of your map picture. Here is the Daojali heading on the eastern side of India in Assam. Okay, then next we'll show you the another picture in the another. Here again Daojali heading is here, so the things must be clear to you. Okay, let's move to the next. Now let's see what other Neolithic sites were there in the other parts of the world. Neolithic sites another part of the world, especially we'll talk about the Turkey, because the archaeologists they have talked about Turkey. It is the most famous Neolithic site. और वहाँ पे जो Catal Huyuk, there is a name Catal Huyuk. Okay, so this is the name of the place which is the archaeological Neolithic site. Okay, it is in the Turkey. So it is believed that the things over here they were brought from the great distances, like Flint Syria से लेके आए थे. Cowries होते बेटा, I'll show you in the picture also. Cowries एक shells होती हैं from the Red Sea they have got, and shells from Mediterranean Sea and used in settlements. Okay, यहाँ पे इस जगह पे मिली है. So that means some trade work was also going on with the Turkey, and Turkey was in the trade with Syria, Red Sea में से, मेडिटेरेनियन सी में से ये सब चीज़ें क्योंकि मिली हैं उससे रिलेटेड, मेडिटेरेनियन से लाई हुई. एंड देन देर वर नो कार्ट्स ऑल्सो. पहले तो कोई कार्ट्स नहीं होते थे. द पीपल यूज टू कैरी ऑन द बैक्स ऑफ एनिमल्स, जैसे कैटल, जो भी कैटल्स उनके जो हमें आज तक मिले हैं, डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ कैटल्स दे हैव कैरीड ऑन द बैक्स ऑफ दिस कैटल. लेट्स सी, हियर इज़ द कैटल हुयक. ये कैटल हुयक की पिक्चर आपको मैंने शो करी है, इस तरह की है ये. Then next picture is of, when you'll see in the map, this is the Turkey on the map. Okay, आप ब्लैक सी देख सकते हैं, उसके आसपास ब्लैक सी है, ग्रीस है इधर, ठीक है, और कैस्पियन सी का भी एक झलक इधर पड़ रही है. सो यू कैन मेक इट वेयर टर्की इज़. ओके, सीरिया भी है पास में. सीरिया इज़ अ फेमस प्लेस. ओके, देन here these are the shells जो मैंने आपको बोला, they have found the shells from the Mediterranean Sea. So these are the shells and these are called cowries. ठीक है, ये cowries होती हैं. ठीक है, ये भी shells ही हैं पानी में से, they have got it from the Red Sea. So we have understood the chapter now. I think the things have been clear to you, how the early humans they became food producers in this new stone age, how they domesticated animals, how they invented the wheel and began to make pottery मोर बेटर फॉर्म में. ठीक है, और आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट आर्कियोलॉजिकल एविडेंसेस ऑफ दिस एज, जो इस एज की हमें what the things they have included in this evidences. Pit houses are there, pottery is there, tools are there, human and animal burials are there. ठीक है. And we have also come to know about that people used to live in small groups like tribes. Okay. So bartering system was also there, because then when they have got the surplus goods, surplus storage, this thing grains, they used to exchange the things. बाटर सिस्टम क्या होता है बेटा कि जो थिंग्स जो हैं थिंग्स के साथ एक्सचेंज करने, पैसे नहीं लेने, लेकिन एक चीज़ जैसे मैं आई हैव गॉट द वीट एंड यू हैव गॉट द राइस, तो मैंने आपको वीट दे दिया, आपने मुझे राइस दे दिए, सो एक्सचेंज ऑफ थिंग्स, तो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड बाटर सिस्टम. सो और क्या है इसमें, वी हैव कम ऑल्सो कम टू नो दैट ह्यूमन्स जो थे दे यूज टू मेक टूल्स, वो स्टोन के भी बनाते थे, स्टोन के और बेटर फॉर्म में थे. न्योलिथिक पीरियड में और ज़्यादा फाइन फॉर्म हो गई थी. और मेहरगढ़ में, और जो कि नॉर्थ वेस्ट में, दैट इज़ इन योर पाकिस्तान, दाओजाली हेडिंग इन द नॉर्थ ईस्ट, ये इट्स इन द असम, दैट इज़ इन इंडिया ओनली. ये सब जो हैं प्री हिस्टोरिक साइट्स. सो आई होप यू ऑल हैव अंडरस्टूड द थिंग्स केयरफुली. सो stay home, stay happy and healthy.